Hello folks! The modern domesticated horse has been around for thousands of years in human history. It's helped people in war, it has helped people on the farm, and in the modern day, right here in Kentucky, the horse is used for racing. What we can see right next to us is a horse racing track. That's right folks, welcome to Lexington, Kentucky, the horse capital of America, possibly even the world. This track is one of many tracks in this Lexington, Kentucky area. It's one of the more famous ones called Keeneland. On a given day, if you are lucky enough, you might be able to see horses trotting down the alleyway, practicing for supposed races that they might have. Here in central Kentucky, also known as the Bluegrass Region, it's mainly known for two things: bourbon and horses. And, well, we can check off the horses part for here in Keeneland. If you want to know what these horse tracks are made of on the ground, I couldn't tell you. It looks like some packed dirt. I thought it was just going to be loose silt all around, but no, they seem to really do a great job of making sure it's a flat ground for the horses to ride. Within the city limits of Lexington, there are countless farms for raising horses, for racing. And even outside of Lexington, the city, you will still find so many horse farms. This is truly the horse capital of America. If you wanted me to try a bit of bourbon, I'm sorry, that's not gonna happen in this video, but we're gonna do our best to see what Lexington, Kentucky has in store. Would you look at that? The Lexington clock here in Keeneland. We don't even have to go into the city to find it. You can check that off. Lexington clock. So, we are now at the Kentucky Horse Park. Yet another place, if you're all about equestrian stuff, you come to Lexington. It's not just horse racing that's going on. I think behind us is a game of polo. Oh, this is just gnarly. I've never seen a game of polo in my life, let alone water polo or anything like that. So to come here to the capital of horses, just a wonderful treat for culture. This region of central Kentucky is known for its gentle rolling hills. Not quite within the Appalachian Mountains. You don't see mountains anymore. It's more of just the gentle rolling hills, the beginning of the foothills which lead to the Appalachian Mountains. But this topography, this geography, is perfect for the environment of horses. So it's no wonder why this culture of horses developed here in Lexington. Beautiful horses. I guess they have them all here to sub in when one horse gets tired playing polo. They sub in another maybe. I'm not sure how polo works, but it would make sense. One horse gets tired, you pull another one in. I understand polo is almost like a game of field hockey or just regular hockey, or perhaps a better comparison would be soccer. But instead of kicking a ball, you ride horses and you use certain sticks to sling a ball or pass it to your teammates, and that goal over there, I'm sure you'd score a point if you got it through. The fact that we just arrived here on a random day, all I knew was that it was a weekend. I didn't know anything like an event like a polo game was happening, yet we managed to find something like this. So that is just amazing. The ground may not always be safe here in the Kentucky Horse Park. There's horse poop everywhere, so you better watch your step. Now, it's not just these grounds. There's a whole visitor center, a whole complex full of many different buildings, all having to do with the love of horses and equestrian sport. But yeah, just another reminder, if you like horses, if you like sports having to do with horses, you go to Lexington. You could only imagine how often these things happen when you're in the Lexington area. How many horse races there are on a given season, how many polo games. But yeah, it's all for fun here. I'd love to stay here and talk more about the horses and the horse culture in Lexington, but there's so much more. There is a whole downtown area. We should go check it out before it gets too late. Need a break from talking because my voice is getting a bit hoarse. Get it? Horse? And we're by a horse park? Alright, let's go to the next thing. Aside from all things horses, Lexington, Kentucky is home to many faces of importance in American history. Well, that horse doesn't help my case because I'm trying to talk about things other than horses, but take a look at this mansion. The owner of this mansion is a guy named Henry Clay, an American attorney, later statesman who represented Kentucky in the Senate and the House of Representatives, was a key figure in American politics in the early 1800s. Back during the time when the North and the South were growing at odds against each other. Henry Clay was there to, well, as his nickname suggests, compromise. He was the great compromiser. Due to his diplomatic skills in dealing with all different parties in the United States in this mid-1800s time, he was able to unify the country, at least temporarily. After he died, you know what happens next, the Civil War, and some say that if Henry Clay was there, still alive, to be that great compromiser between the North and the South, and the sympathizers of the South and the sympathizers of the North, among all these American parties, the Civil War may not have happened. We were in Keeneland, and now we're in Ashland. That's what this mansion is called, Ashland, home of Henry Clay, the great statesman from Kentucky. Although Henry Clay laid great influence onto the world of early to mid-1800s US politics, he never fulfilled his greatest desire, the presidency. He tried 3 times to be president. First as a Democratic Republican, next on the ticket for the National Republican Party, and finally as a Whig, the party he helped create. But all 3 times, he could never get it done. And even though it's been about 170 years since we've last seen Henry Clay alive, doesn't mean we can't pay tribute and pay our gratitude to a great American hero. Henry Clay, ladies and gentlemen, a statesman, an attorney, sadly, a forgotten American hero. And this is Ashland, his domain right here in Lexington, Kentucky. Being the second largest city in Kentucky, only behind Louisville. Yes, it's pronounced Louisville, not Louisville, not Louisville, Louisville. So Lexington is just behind that in population. A little more than 300,000 people call Lexington home. So of course, a large downtown. I'm gonna keep this quick because I do have something planned for the end of the video, which should be exciting. So I'm gonna limit this down because you've seen downtowns before. It's interesting because over time, Lexington adopts new architectural styles, just like a lot of cities. So you see this old city from maybe 120 plus years ago, but then you see this modern glassy skyscraper of the modern age, and you think, wow, Lexington has it all. If you think of the initials UK, someone like me might say, oh, United Kingdom, but if you are from around here, specifically Lexington area, oh, you'll know for sure that's University of Kentucky. And Kentucky is a big fan of their college. You see it on almost every license plate, the blue and white UK. As far as this on the coverage project visiting, it's just another state school. It does seem awful quiet. Maybe that's just the vibe, just like all these other southern cities. I'm on my way back to the car for the last thing. Guess there's a wedding. Nice to see it. The state of Kentucky is well in the boundaries of what you would consider the South in the United States. It's also a very, very religious state, so I thought I'd combine a bit of that with the culture and a little bit of fun. Anybody up for some biblical mini golf? Well, we're on hole 1, and the great thing about this, it gives an explanation. Each hole is designed to represent something within the realm of the Christian religion. I signed up for the first round, which is the Old Testament. So as a result, you'll see as you play through these holes, a bunch of references to the books of the Old Testament. And now I'm not a truly religious person, but I do like how they're incorporating a lot of the culture, the tradition, into something fun like a round of mini golf. So let's play. Oh my gosh, that was actually pretty good. So for example, I'm sure the 7 days are represented with the first 7 holes. You got day 1 with the lightness and darkness, and then you have day 2 where the skies were created. I had to look for a bit just to get it. Day 4, let's see if we can create the sun and the moon. Oh my goodness. Alright, day 7. I really like how this one is just super easy because in the Old Testament, day 7 was the day of rest. So hopefully, let's see if it's as easy as it would be a day of rest. And look at that! Hole in 1. Oh my, hold on, I gotta pause myself there. Can't take the Lord's name in vain. We're at Christian Mini Golf. Well, there you have it. Biblical mini golf right here in Lexington, Kentucky. There's not just the Old Testament course, there's the New Testament course and then the course about the miracles of Jesus. So, once you've done one course, there's still plenty more golf to play. I want to conclude this video by going to the highest point of this biblical mini golf. You can really see the whole course from here, and it's so grand that this was designed. I like mini golf, but I wouldn't show it on a video unless it had a very interesting theme, and being here in Kentucky, I guess it kind of fits. So standing here at Biblical Mini Golf here in Lexington, Kentucky. More travels to come. I will see you at the next location.